and I can't change. Even if I tried, even if I wanted to.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Runs with Ringo. I wanted to start today's vlog off by just sending prayers and love and just my whole heart to the community down in Orlando impacted by the recent tragic events down there, and to the victims' families, to the people who are still fighting for their lives, to friends and family, anyone just impacted by it. My heart is heavy today, and I just want to send love and prayers down to that community. And I wanted to use this time to talk about not politics, not talk religion, but to really talk love today. Love. And you'll have to excuse me because this is just going to be straight from the heart. You know, it's just going to be just real from a place of my heart. So yesterday was the Gay Pride Parade, and myself and a couple friends, we planned actually a couple months ago to go to the Pride Parade, and we wanted to actually just find a way to show people the love of God, and in particularly the Gay Pride Parade, because we thought that the gay community, my community, has been in some respects shunned from God's love, or from knowing God, and kind of turned away or isolated, if you will, not by everybody, but by a lot of people who have their opinions and think that, you know, that people like me may not deserve God's love, or we have to change for God's love, or whatever it is. But I don't want to talk about the negative today. I want to talk about the positive. So that's the reason that we went, and we made these pins that say God knit you. And the reason we picked God knit you is because we wanted to show them and kind of say to people that, you know, God made you perfectly the way that you are. He made you, and God doesn't make mistakes, and He loves you. He made you, and He also loves you perfectly the way that you are. So we set out on a mission. We set out on a mission to play some songs and you know, just go out and show God's love. And as we were out there giving out pins and talking to people, it was truly one of the most incredible experiences I've ever had in my life. And the reason it was so incredible had nothing to do with me, had nothing to do with my friends that were there, was because it was God. It was the love of God. And when you saw the love of God begin to touch these people and their hearts, it was just an incredible experience to see hearts open, to see people so receptive to hearing about God, and receptive to hearing about His love for them and how much He truly loved them. It was just such an incredible experience. And there was a couple times where you could just see people were just broken. People were just broken. They were receptive to us, but they broke down because it brought up something in them that they've carried around for a long time. That brokenness of feeling not worthy, unworthy, or brokenness of feeling second class, or feeling like they weren't good enough, or feeling like God hates them, or God doesn't love them, or feeling like they're just bad, you know, for something, just feeling that they're just bad. And that's a heavy weight to carry. And I know personally, because I was that broken person, and only with the love of God was I able to begin to heal from that brokenness, and heal, and to begin to, one of the friends that I went out with, he said, man, we have to build bridges. We have to close that gap, and in order to close that gap, we must build a bridge, and the bridge is God's love. So the only thing that's going to help, the only thing that's going to begin to heal some of these wounds is God's love. So I look at the building a bridge and the finger links in there as God's love. That's the glue. That's what's connecting. That's what will connect it all. I know there's a million different solutions that people have, and I don't have all the answers. I know there's people out there working very hard, being activists and different things like that, and I think that all of that is necessary. But I believe that there's also things that we can do on an everyday basis of just trying to start with yourself. And the way that you start with yourself is to come from a place of understanding. So it's not my job to tell you what to believe. It's not my job to tell you what to do. It's my job to just come from a place of understanding, even if our opinions differ. When the friends that I went out with, when we sat down to talk a few times, like, we had very different opinions on certain things. And at the end of the day, guess what? It didn't matter, because those things weren't the heart of what we were doing. What was at the heart of what we were doing for us was Jesus. And as long as Jesus was at the center, that's all that mattered. And when you have Jesus at the center, you can't have Jesus at the center and not have love at the center, because God is love. So that's what we went with. It didn't matter all the little details and aside, what I don't believe, what you don't believe. It said, do you believe in Jesus? Do you believe in God's love? Do you believe in spreading God's love? Okay, then we're all good. We're all on the same page. And when we went out there, that's exactly what happened, is we were able to spread the good news of God's love to a people who have been shown otherwise. A lot more than I believe they've been shown that God loves them. I believe they've been shown a lot more the other side of it. So I just wanted to talk today about it and just ask. I'm not asking anyone to change their opinion. I'm not asking anyone to change their beliefs. I'm asking you to open your heart to looking at a person as a person, not their label, not what you think they are, but looking at them as a person. Because it could be your brother, it could be your sister, it could be your son, it could be your daughter, it could be your mom or your father. Look at them as a person and come from a place of understanding, come from a place of compassion and love, and truly understanding that person just for who they are. That's it. It doesn't impact your life to show kindness. It doesn't impact your life to try to understand someone, where someone may be coming from. You don't have to change who you are for that. It doesn't take much to do that. As we were out on the streets yesterday, I encountered this huge group of young people. They had to be like 13, 14 years old, and I just wanted to take every single one of them and hug them. I hugged a couple of them, gave them some pins, and I just wanted them to know, even at that young age, how much that they are loved. Because kids are taking their lives, man. They're taking their lives. They're taking their own lives because someone or some may have said to them the wrong thing. May have said to them, you aren't loved. Or may have said to them, you're bad. Or God can't love you. I wanted to counteract that. We wanted to counteract that with love. And that's the center of it. There's a lot, there's more, I'm sure, other answers, but what you can begin with, what you can start with on a daily basis is love. When we can get that love thing down, then that's a start. That's the jumping point. That's the start. That's the launch pad. The launch pad is love and living love.